The takeover of Manchester United, new ownership is what we definitely are going to be talking about today. What's happening with the Glazers? What is happening with Sir Jim Ratcliffe? And what's going on with Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani? Anyway, we're going to be talking about the current news about the takeover of Manchester United. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the United chapter, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do know me certain whatever I've got to bring to, as long as this sport and as long as this Manchester United related right about here at the United chapter with me, your very host Abu KALS, as I'm definitely right about here to bring to you the latest straight as it comes in from the camp of Manchester United, straight to your phone, straight to your television, and from me Abu KALS to you well-researched information. All you need to do is simple subscribe, ring that notification bell so that we definitely keep cruising on. So we're definitely going to be talking about the takeover of Manchester United. We know that there are three parties involved in this. There is Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Qatari great banker, one of the biggest billionaires in the Saudi Arabia. And then there is also the Ineos billionaire who works quite a lot with chemical companies, and that is none other than Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the British international. Should we call him international? British national. Anyway, he's born in Britain, whereas the other one is born in Qatar. Is it in Qatar? Saudi Arabia, something like that. Then also the Glazers, who are American-based and also are born and bred in America, and they currently own Manchester United. And at this moment in time, we're definitely going to be talking about a few things. But one of the big things that we're going to be talking about is what's actually happening, who is most likely who's going to be taking the Manchester United club. So it will be remembered that there was a bid before. There were all of them, all these two. Actually, there were quite a lot. There were a lot of people were interested in joining purchasing Manchester United, buying the club Manchester United, and the Glazers put on a $6 billion price tag on the club Manchester United, and bids were definitely in, and those with quite very low bids were dropped, and two contestants really for the ownership of Manchester United remained, and that is the Ineos billionaire, one who works with chemical engineering and chemical companies, really the Ineos company owner and CEO, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the British international. Call him international. He's born in in Britain. And it's quite a very good one, a very wonderful one, and quite favored also by a number of people. He put in a bid. He put in a bid of £5 billion, £5 billion pound, really, and that was quite a lot. And with him, he was going to buy the majority stakes of Manchester United. At Manchester United, buying majority stakes, that would definitely not push out the Glazers 100%. They would sort of remain, but they would not have a big say in the club. And the Glazers really what we had gathered then was that they were looking at a position where they can sell the club, they can sell the whole club. And the fact that Sir Jim Ratcliffe really put in £5 billion, it was not quite enough to convince them. So Sir Jim Ratcliffe had to also say that he's going to pay the wage bill. The date of Manchester United, the debt is 1 billion. Manchester United is in debt by 1 billion, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe said he would clear that date, and it would be something like he would pay 500 million, which is halfway the price of the date, what is dated, what Manchester United is dated. So that is definitely quite, that's what went in, and when the Glazers really looked into it, it was not so convincing, I must say. And then having talked about that, then we get the Qatari banker, the Saudi Arabian billionaire, big banker over there with quite a lot of money. He comes in and says, I'm giving you 5.5. His bid was 5.5 billion, and also he promised Manchester United that he would make it a clear debt-free club. That means he would pay 1 billion. 1 billion, in excess of 5.5 billion that he would have purchased the club, then it would definitely mean that he would pay still 1 billion, and that would make it 6.5, 6.5 billion. That's why he was going to buy it, and he said that would still not be enough. He would still work hand in hand with the environment, with the people close to Manchester United Stadium, develop the surroundings of Manchester United. That looked quite a saucy deal. That looks quite a juicy deal, really a big deal for the club Manchester United. Anyway, let's hope really it goes on quite well as planned, and hopefully things can keep on moving on quite well for the club Manchester United. And this bid was submitted, and the Glazers have been looking into whether they want a partial sale or a full sale. But the fact that there's been quite a big number of protests, the Glazers are at the verge of selling the club, and they are definitely going to do so. But the latest that we've got is that they are in the final stages of selling the club. They are now into a position where they're going to dish out a decision any minute, any second from now. However, do not forget that this is really the fact that Manchester United ownership is not yet known 100%. Erik ten Hag is not really getting the football players that he definitely wants in this summer transfer window, because if he knew the owners of Manchester United, he would put it to them direct and tell them, I need Harry Kane, I need Victor Osimhen, and they can definitely look into it. And the fact that they would be new owners, they would be looking to put in a bit of cash in the squad, in the club. And despite the fact that buying the club, that would definitely not be enough. We would see big cash out really for buying a few football players, and if FFP rules really go on and accept. Otherwise, I think it's really a great deal. I think it's a very wonderful deal for the club Manchester United to get a proper owner, as Manchester United is most likely going to be getting an owner very soon. Some of the reasons as to why Manchester United ownership is seen as something very crucial by Manchester United fans is because when you see the Glazers, what they have really done before is not, what happens is very many fans were complaining about the fact that the Glazers look at making money. They do not put money in the club. Instead, they take out the money in the club and invest it elsewhere. The Glazers really, they own quite a number of clubs, really. Sports clubs, apart from even football clubs, they own quite a lot, really. Basketball teams, quite a lot. So my United fans were like, oh, you're taking our money, then investing it in some other sports, and we are lacking. We're not getting the best of football players. So it was a bit of a mess. Manchester United fans have not been happy about how business has been running at the club Manchester United, and that's why we're definitely seeing the Glazers heading out. And I can confirm to you that it's going to be very soon until one of them is announced, either Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Qatari banker, or the Ineos billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And I cannot wait to see the new ownership of Manchester United. It will be remembered that a few people have really come out and said that the Glazers really need to go. One of Manchester United's legends, one of the most liked football players of all time, adorable, very liked by fans, and he played quite well in his era. David Beckham also is one of the football fans and also players, really legends, who came out and said enough is enough. The Glazers definitely need to go. And he said this a couple of days ago, and he went on and said that he's willing to help out in the transition of ownership at Manchester United. And that's quite great. That's quite good of him. Otherwise, let us know what you definitely think about the Glazers and them making a big move to the Glazers making a big move out of the club, Manchester United, and we could definitely be seeing either Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. But what I gathered recently is that the biggest possibility out of the two is that Sheikh Jassim bin Hamadi could be the owner of Manchester United, because he's got a very convincing bid, because his bid says Glazers out 100%. You've got nothing, no ownership whatsoever, nothing to do with the club. Manchester United, 0% ownership. Buy them out, buy the Glazers out. And whereas Sir Jim Ratcliffe, they can still have a bit of say, because they still have a little bit of money in them inside the club. So you can let us know, get into the comment section and let us know what you definitely think about what is happening, what's going on. Let us know what you definitely think about the Glazers and the ownership of Manchester United. So it's been really nice having a chat with you. I like having a chat with you, really. Stories are very nice. We are in the summer transfer window already. Manchester United has got a few football players, and still United is going to be getting more football players. And the ownership of Manchester United is something that should really be sorted, so that things keep on moving on quite well for the club, Manchester United. Let us know where you're watching from, which part of the world you definitely are watching from, so that we definitely can always connect. As I can tell you, my name is Abu Kaus, and I'm happy and extremely happy to be here with you. Have a word, have a chat, talk, and really enjoy the show. And I think we should be meeting yet another video. For now, if I say thank you and goodbye, I don't think I would have done something, but really let's meet in yet another video. Thank you.